Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Over the years, I've taken an ellipse, and let's just make it 20 inches. And I put it in the center of the page. I want to know the length of it, because I've got some text of path that I'm going to work with, or anything, dividing something and making parts equal. You've got to go to Object and convert it to a curve for this to work, and then go to Windows, Dockers, and Properties. And because we convert it to a curve, this curve will come up. And my length of my curve is 62.84. Well, in the past, I would go like 98%. And now I'm at 61. And I would go, 96%. Now I'm at 60.32. And I would do this. Now I'm too far. So I'd go 95. And we're getting close. Well, why can't we do this? Take pi, let's bring out the calculator, and we'll type in, I want it to be 60, divided by 3.14159,265. You could probably keep going, but I don't think it'll get any closer. So we're at we're at this number, which is good because you can take this number off your calculator and copy it, have that selected, and put it up here. Whoop. Well, I deleted the circle. Put it up here and then paste it in this formula. And then hit enter. Look at the length of our line now. 60.00834. I hope one of my mathematician gurus, because I've even tried using the whole number. It really doesn't come any closer than that. I'd like to know, is Corel wrong or what? Because you can take a square, and let's make it 10, and convert it to a curve, and it is 40 inches exactly because it's 10 by 10 by 10. So I'm hoping one of my mathematicians will email me or leave me a message. So here's why you would want it. So this circle is 60 inches long. We're going to make this, because we want some space between them, let's go 59.9 inches long. And then we're going to go to, and you could play with that, go there and fit text to path and put on your path and look at that. So we're a little bit off right there. Not being equal, and that could be, let me look at that again. You know what, I've got maybe too many spaces. Let me get my text tool. Let me take away a space there. I think I had too many spaces. Anyway, let's do it 60 this time. And I want to show you, they'll hopefully be touching. And if it was something you wanted to be touching, then it would work pretty well. Got to be on the line. I'm getting ghost. Let me back up here. Oh, there it is. So, it's not perfect. Did I make it? And I made it 60. Well, first of all, we're off the line. There we go. Get it closer to the line. And look at that. That's almost perfect. I don't have a space. I could have put you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's back up. And I'll try to get on the line better. This is just one scenario that I wanted to be able to do this to. Come on. Okay, there it is. Let's put a dash after the last word. Okay. Now let's select it and make it 60. That should be a little long. Well, maybe not, because the T is measuring the T there. Let's go to text to path. Try to get on the line this time, Doug. And that's pretty good. This is a little bit off because we're so close. So this might be one of those deals that you would make it 59.5 and then go text the path. That's pretty good. I like it. So think about doing it that way maybe next time. And hopefully I'll make a second video if I've got two math gurus that one of them in particular is just off the chart, mathematically smart. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.